So that'll back him up 5. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
53, check 53. Quit talking about it. They'll bring it. Hey, exit. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 65, 65. Raider 1. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
From the 40 now on second down. Luck, we're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. It's caught by Funchess. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Luck. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pick up! Line 40! You gonna see me in your nightmares, son! You gonna see me in your nightmares!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. That's right. Let's go.
Throwing again. Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Carr going to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd and 7, Luck. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, here's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack. He scored on the ground and through the air. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
93. Hey, orbit. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man. It's Williams. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We're good. You ready? White Monday down. You got tight right there. Q draw quarters. Kill. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
58, right there. Right here. Check 3.
And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Lott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Luck defers to Mack. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You got it. You got it.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Watch the pass. 11 feet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck looking for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That good for 22 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734.
Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Completes it out left to Waring. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, let's get sacked. Switch.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Luck flush to his right. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, he had the fumble last week. Now and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Pierre Desir. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Keep it up, guys. Monday. Hey, check. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here's Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Check tight. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, Zoo.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Central West.
Safety screaming.
On play action, it's Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Check 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Shit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jacobs now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They go with Jacobs, and this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mexico.
Throwing now, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
SOS. Check 618.
Check 13. Hey, check Mike 50.
Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 50. Watch the out.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.